Usually, Jake and I do a voiceover to intro the video about what day it is.
Okay.
But today, I was thinking we could mix it up. Give us the opening voiceover for today's episode.
So, it's Thursday here in Lenzerheide. It's sunny. We're stoked on that. It's practice for everyone. A's, B's, juniors, and junior qualifying. Take it away, Jake and Schaefer.
So, on like high speed stuff, like it's quite rough up there.
Okay.
There's like quite loads of like little rocks and roots that have come out, and I feel like when it's high speed over that stuff, it's not as smooth as it could be.
Okay.
Like in general, like the balance and stuff feels really good, but as soon as it goes over stuff like that, I just find it diverts a little bit, like deflects a little bit.
Okay. You've made any changes since Portugal, or are we pretty much
the same.
Okay.
Like give or take a click of low speed compression on the fork.
But obviously
The shock's
Portugal
exactly
is
the
like
same.
big compression,
Yeah,
high
totally.
speed, whereas yeah, it's all the little stuff here that's kind of annoying.
Okay. Let's give that a try.
Yeah?
I just sped rebounds up a little bit.
Okay.
Felt slow off the beginning, which would make sense.
Okay. Cool. Thank you.
You're welcome. Roughness on really small bump, like it's super chattery up top. Like dirt mixed with small rocks, and then brake chop over it, so it gets these kind of hard square edge things that's really hard for the tire to follow. But rebound felt slow, so we just sped up fork and shock a little bit to see if we get a little more suppleness from the beginning.
First one was shit, so I just went and did another one.
Yeah.
It does feel mint, it feels mint, like, especially when I'm not braking. And then when I'm braking, like, I feel like it's mint and straight lines, and I just can't turn very well. Like, I feel like the front's just like under braking, and then on the steep bits, and then it's just like it's just diving too low, I think.
Okay.
Like it, and then it felt like really unbalanced at first. Like the front felt really soft, and then the back felt a bit too stiff.
Okay. I just added a bit of compression.
But I was like they took off some high speed. I think high speed on the shock.
Okay.
After that first run.
Okay.
I just feel like I can't, like, I'm like loaded up loads and I can't turn properly.
Cool, so let's see how this goes.
But then on the video, like, it looks like I'm really hunched over, like my legs are, I'm using my legs are really bent and my arms aren't bent enough. Like this.
So you're just not trusting the front end?
Yeah, so maybe if it's stiffer I might be able to be more like, like straight's fine, corners not so good.
Okay, let's try this, and if not, we'll go up a little bit in pressure as well.
And like, yeah, because the first run you got it wrong and you put it up to like 80 odd, didn't you? So it's 81 now. But do you want to look at what I took a photo?
Should be good. I remember what we did.
No, it feels mint with the O-chain though. Like
yeah, it's
when you're
good,
just going in a straight line. Yeah. I brace and think, oh, it's going to be really bumpy, and then it's like, it's sick.
Yeah, for the little stuff, it's great.
Yeah, I just feel like it's late, and I'm like, I'm too like low, just diving too much maybe.
Cool.
And then like that road gap, and everyone slams brakes and goes inside.
Yeah. You can't.
It's impossible.
Okay.
No. So if that
That will help for sure.
like, keep you up a bit.
Yep.
Okay, so cool. Thanks. It's really difficult. I wonder if people train full time for this shit. I've had 6 Red Bulls, so I'll be fine.
Oh goodness.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, we'll see you in a bit. I'll
Yeah,
be
okay.
here. We put a different damper in her fork yesterday, a different cartridge, and it's definitely a little bit smoother off the top, so I think she's trying to get used to the soft feeling. It sounds like she's not trusting the fork yet, so she's sitting too far back, not being able to get the bike to turn. So we just added a little bit of compression damping to the fork to give it a little more support. Let's see.
I put my handlebar a bit higher
Yeah.
to be better on the steep and everything, but I feel a bit again like my shock sometimes hit me a little bit and push me a bit on the front.
Okay.
Do you think it's
Do you think it's like, are you using up travel and then it's coming back, or you just hit something?
a little thing?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't use full travel when I do that.
I think everybody's saying the same thing.
How many do you close the high-speed rebound? Plus one? Okay.
Did that feel better or worse?
Nothing really special.
It's just, I went 2 clicks, like pretty big.
Okay. It's 2 clicks of low speed
Low
compression.
speed. If it's better, then we know, and
Okay. And the rebound we don't touch.
I
the low
left
speed.
it for now.
Okay.
Good.
Okay.
Good.
Thank you.
Like on the relatively flat bits, they're getting compression kicks from small roots and rocks. Just trying to, really it's just about getting the shock soft enough to take those hits when you're heavily weighted into it, but still holding up for the bigger compressions. And not really sure where that line is yet, but we'll see after this one. Rachel kind of said same thing, like heavy weight on the hands and then the backward kick. And so it seems to be a recurring theme, but we don't know how to fix it just yet.
I think that's better.
You think?
Yeah, yeah, it was held up better. But it's definitely in like the corners.
Do you want
and stuff.
more?
I don't think so.
Okay.
I think it's just
Good.
me now. But it kind of feels a bit like maybe it's just the track. Like there's a lot of like just big rocks in there, and it kicks me forward a lot, like my back.
Okay.
It's quite like yeah, it's quite kicky.
Does it?
Yeah, like the front track's mint. You know, like it's like on the, and the back is a bit like bouncing around a bit. Not really under braking, but it's
Just
over
yeah,
stuff.
just
Yeah. It's not very like planted. It's not,
okay. Just on like
it's a bit wild.
this size.
Big, yeah, the bigger ones. No, maybe it's maybe the forks are too going in too much. See, like I'm way off. I'm like really far.
You
off the
are
back.
off the back,
Yeah, and that's not even. It's like a flat bit, really. Yeah, like that's like a tiny hit. Like that's the jump, the massive jump under the lift, and there's that like weird little double. I mean, like, and they're like pretty far through and under braking,
Yeah.
and it's not even steep. That's literally dead flat. Maybe I should put that spacer back in
Maybe.
because I am used to it, aren't I?
Yeah. There is that.
This morning I thought maybe I shouldn't have even bothered changing anything because, like, you know, I'm used to it being weird at home, and there's not really enough time, is there here? To,
It's definitely a little bit condensed, huh?
there's not enough time to like get the setup, like to get it right. Really, so that's it now. One more run, and like, or more pressure maybe.
Touch more pressure, yeah.
Rather than, because if you do it with compression, will it like make my arms more tired? Like on the front, I mean.
Could be. It could affect braking a little bit too. but just a couple PSI could.
Because I still feel like, and I don't really want to use, like, I didn't really want to use that bit. I wanted to just be in this position the whole time. Like, yeah, and when I'm riding, I feel like it's quite steep. Like, I feel like the head angle's steep. So maybe it's just going through a bit. Could try if
83?
3. No, but like, I feel like I can go fast, and then you've got to do something at that speed. You've got to turn at the end of the section, or you've got to like commit, and I can't commit to the front, like. Yeah.
Shock felt like a little bit fast too. Yeah. Deep. Cool. Maybe that's also pushing onto the front end.
Yeah.
So if we slow it down a touch and then.
Have you slowed it down now?
Just one click of high.
Or maybe I should drop my fork straight. I remember in Andorra.
That's the next thing you could
like
do.
50 years ago, that's what you told me to try, and it was mint. I think I even put a spacer under my stem.
You could drop your crown down a spacer as well, so like.
Yeah, but I think last year I put a spacer under there. It is quite steep.
Yeah.
You're trying to get like the body position with the suspension, but sometimes that's not the right thing to do. Or sometimes it is.
Words of wisdom.
Mechanical cockpit setup as well. I don't know. You haven't got a stem spacer in your bag with you now?
I can run back there when it's on.
Yeah, I reckon try it. Just go and get it, yeah.
Yeah, I'm back now.
She hasn't really ridden anywhere but home for a while. So just kind of setting the bike up for being uncomfortable, I guess, or being away from a really familiar area. Brought the front end up a little bit more and slowed the shock down a little bit rebound wise. So the bike's kind of sitting in a little bit more in the back. I think that's about it.
Yeah, real
Is the
slippy.
top wetter than down here?
Yeah. Like the first off camber is pretty slippy already.
I would figure that stuff.
But I was kind of feeling it last week in Schladming, and on the first run that I'm sitting like I'm not using all the travel.
Okay.
It feels like I'm getting like a lot of kickback through my hands through the front.
Okay.
I'm not sure if it feels hard or.
Definitely feels a little fast.
Yeah.
Maybe we slow the shock down a touch too, just to get it.
Yeah, just more balance.
Hold that for just a sec.
Yeah, it's getting pretty slippy, like the grass at the top and stuff.
Yeah.
And I'm surprised at how much more cut up it is from watching the juniors yesterday. Like Ronan said the same, like
It's already falling
it's
apart.
like lots of the ruts are like gone.
Cool. Let's give that a shot.
Perfect, thank you.
See you in a bit.
Yeah. Cheers.
Slowed fork rebound down quite a bit, and shock rebound down just a little bit. It did start raining. He said the top's a lot wetter than it is here, and the top's all the fresh cut stuff. So it would get super slippery immediately until everything kind of soaks up and beds in. So I think everybody's struggling for grip right now.
Yeah, so it just feels a bit chattery and like,
Yeah.
so I think like my low speed rebound is quite slow. It's at 9 clicks. 5 in the bag? Sorry, yeah, 550 spring.
550.
Yeah. This track was, I remember every time you come here, it's like, it takes a couple runs to get used to. Yeah.
I slowed high rebound, but sped up low, and then opened a bit of high-speed compression. You had quite a bit wound on.
Yeah, it was like 6.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, I think the rain changed it a bit just because there's so many roots here. Like spider roots everywhere, so people looking for a little more suppleness on that stuff too. The top fresh bit that we were talking about yesterday or something also got super greasy just because it's brand new cut grass track, so it got blown out a bit the first day, then it rained and it just turns to a nice greasy slick on top. There's not a lot you can do for that, but the roots, I think softening it up could help a little bit.
Oh, since you did an intro for Schaefer, can you do the outro for me now?
So we've had a long day here in Lenzerheide. It's still Thursday. Man, can you believe it? Jake and Schaefer have been up on track all day. They watched practice. They missed qualifying. That's okay, because we'll see some racing tomorrow. Bye, everybody.